Hello, this is Dean Phoenix with episode 2 of my 1999 mode playthrough. This is a full playthrough as if we were going to get the Scavenger Hunt achievement on Bioshock Infinite, and this episode just features me doing Battleship Bay and mainly soft resetting for the Blood Salt gear, and episode 3 will pick up after that if you wanted to skip ahead to where the proper gameplay recommences. Would you kindly like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and it'll help my channel out. And please enjoy the episode. Thank you.
You don't know me, pal.
Prophecy is my
so you'll see there's a couple enemies down here and this sort of airship thing.
You know why these men will die for them? Because I have seen their future in the glory.
So we're just going to check them out.
What
And then, pretty sure that's just Monument Island, so there are no enemies. There's like 3 or 4 enemies on here, and then that's about it for quite a little while. We've got a load of stuff to pick up in Battleship Bay, and then meet Elizabeth and stuff. So yeah, we're pretty good to go.
It always ends in blood.
Always ends in blood.
You've come to lead my lamb astray, but thy crook is bent and thy path is twisted. Go back to the sorrow from which you came.
Shut up, Comstock. Anyway, so you can possess one of these dudes when they come down. I love how possession sort of holds in on people a bit. That's cool as well. Actually easier to just take one of these people out before you jump down. And then Skyline Strike there. Got a little bit of salt there as well, so you can throw crows in. Take them out pretty easily.
Take this thing to Monument Island.
Nice and simple. So just don't put yourself in, at risk or in danger. If possible. Okay. Let's grab all this stuff. Looted from both of those. Nothing else to loot here. Got this crazy lass. Make sure you grab those Silver Eagles. Nothing else, right, okay.
The Lord forgives everything. But I'm just a prophet.
You have to be quite diligent picking things up if you're doing a scavenger hunt normally. If you're going to do the gear reset, you also get a ton of money quite easily whilst you're doing that as well. If you watch my video on farming gear money, I had 2,900 something crowns when I came out for Hall of Heroes, and then after doing that for a couple of hours farming the gear and things, I believe I had 9,600, so it gets you a lot of extra crowns that way. Right, there are very few salt pickups here, but as long as you've got enough to possess both these machines, you can afford to use all your salts, because there's no pullback, so just pick up your salts as you go through this next area. Don't worry if you accidentally select the dollar bill machine. As long as you don't buy things, you're alright. You can use any of the other ones you want. So, don't have enough for Crow's Trap aid yet. If you want to use Murder of Crows a lot, that can be really interesting, and it's very viable to use Murder of Crows as your main vigor. I don't love it myself. It's not my favourite to put all of your resources into, but definitely doable if you want to do that. And the advantage of that is that you can buy it as soon as you have those nearly 1,500 crowns. It's 1485. So if you did want to do that, you could buy it early and have it for the whole game, which is really useful. So I'm just going to get those couple of pickups for salts because there's plenty of other stuff there. So there's a couple of soda pops and those cigarettes, which as you can see has put back up to 2 years to the possession. So if you had put those early infusions into salts, then you should be able to possess both of these machines anyway if needed. Just with the pickups are there. So
there it is.
I mean, you could always just pick up the salts from here and then double back through and possess the machines if you really wanted anyway. Always worth doing because like I say, with those extra infusions you get from the season pass, it's not difficult to have maxed out like really high salts early on and to get many uses of those. So here we go. Now we just just going to check that we've got extra still. Yeah, because I didn't change it back because I knew this bit was coming up. So make sure that you equip extra for this bit. There are no enemies. It's free money because there's a few audio logs, tiger by the tail and all that kind of stuff. No need to pick up the alcoholic beverages or anything. Make sure that we get all the pickups here. There's plenty of those, like salt and everything else. Google that. Really weird. Odd little detail. But yeah. So, salt, cigarettes, everything else. Make sure that you grab all this stuff. Full on health already after picking up that the small med pack from the cigarettes. Make sure you've got all this stuff. I'm not going to listen to the audiobooks because, to be fair, I've listened to them all already. So, what else have we got? Nothing else to pick up in here. Ooh, tell a lie. Fair amount of silver eagles. So this is why it's really important to check all the areas, because you'll get like random stuff as well. That's very important. As well as getting missable items like box spawns and things. This is why we had extra. So here we're going to put another into salt. And we're nearly at another use, as you can see there, we're nearly at another use of possession, which is very useful. And then we're going to pick all that up and go. Can leave the extra on for a good period here because there are no enemies to fight. Not taking on Songbird just yet, I'll tell you that for nothing. Let's have a look. Really interesting just to see all this stuff. It's such a well done game. I really love this game. I remember when I played it first, I really loved all this starting bit, and then I wasn't as keen on the sort of Emporia Constop House areas, but then by the time I got to the end of it and saw the ending, I was like, awesome game. Elizabeth!
That's her.
Grab all this stuff. The Eiffel Tower in the background. Nothing really to comment on gameplay wise here, just make sure you have extra for this voxophone. Which I believe is in the last little area. Here you see her using the tear. Pictures of Songbird and everything.
Whoa!
La Revanche du Jedi. So that's the it's pretty cool. That, the Return of the Jedi was originally going to be called the Revenge of the Jedi, and that's like a little Easter egg there, which is kind of cool.
It's got nothing to do with the job at hand.
Right, so get all this stuff, and then there should be a voxophone here, I think.
This job's getting worse all the time.
Yeah, voxophone there. Make sure you grab that. And get it from extra as well. And then there's Elizabeth in the library. We're just going to come here.
Library.
This game is so beautiful. Love it. Beautiful. I'll fall down. I don't think there's anything to grab here. Nope. Uh-oh.
Hey! Knock it off! stop it? Will you stop it? Not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
My name is DeWitt. I'm a friend. I come to get you out of
Get
here.
away!
Yeah, you think she'd be well excited to see a real person, but then again,
Real
Yeah.
enough.
Ruh-roh.
He's coming. You've gotta go.
Why?
You don't want to be here when he gets here. Just a minute, I'm getting dressed.
Get you out of here.
There's no way out. Trust me, I've looked. Stop it. You're too impatient. That's enough.
What about this?
What about it?
This is the way out, isn't it?
What are you? Give it to me.
The bird in the cage. Oh, this game's so good. Right, so we've got this bit, nothing to grab here. Still no enemies for a good little while because we've got all the Battleship Bay just collecting things, so might as well leave extra as the hat
It's a way
for
out.
now. Although, I tell you one of the things that is quite useful to do is you can quick sugar rush because it makes running around Battleship Bay a little quicker, which is cool. Forgot about that.
This way.
Because Battleship Bay is just running around collecting stuff, so it's just like whatever.
We'll see about that.
Might cost me a little bit of machine gun and pistol ammo, but it's not machine gun ammo I'm bothered about anyway. And to be perfectly honest, you get the shotgun pretty much the next actual encounter or fights you get the shotgun anyway, so it's not an issue. Ruh-roh. It's going to be one of those things where you hear me say like quite a few times, oh my days, I love this game. Because I do.
Press the button.
Help! Yeah, so I've lost like
Why? Why did they
26
put me in
bullets
here? What am I?
from not having ammo advantage, a 75% boost,
You're
but
the girl who's getting out of this tower.
I don't care. I can always put ammo advantage on again later, and then the machine gun's not a gun that I'll use often going forwards. Get out of the cupboard, you pain. Right, so do this stuff.
You have to keep moving. He's tearing the building apart.
Yikes.
Careful, Elizabeth.
How do you know the
Not now.
There's a door here.
Out of the way.
Right, let's go. I think I'm gonna try and keep all of Battleship Bay. Well, for a good chunk of Battleship Bay is the same episode, or is a separate thing. There's just separate little episodes because there's not a whole lot to really do in Battleship Bay other than grab a load of stuff until you get to the point where you want to reset gear. So yeah, there's a specific checkpoint where you get 2 pieces of gear right after a restart in Battleship Bay, a restart checkpoint in Battleship Bay, and that is really brilliant because you can restart until you get a specific piece of gear if you want. And the specific piece of gear that I do want is Blood to Salt, which is godlike. It's like the best piece of gear, apart from Winter Shield. And it's arguably even better than Winter Shield for most of the game, because not everywhere has hooks. So Winter Shield's the best shirt when there is... Yeah, amazing! Anyway, Winter Shield's the best shirt to use when there are hooks or skylines about, but Blood to Salt is the best the rest of the time. Oh, that'll learn you. Wipe away the debt.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Clean up the curb and wipe away the debt!
Anna. Anna.
Right, so that's Battleship Bay, and I think I'll make this a separate mini episode until we get to the gear reset. And so we'll call it there.
Anna.
No, it's me, Elizabeth. Are you all right?
Where am I?
Back in the land of the living. Here, let me.
I'll be fine.
You almost drowned. You need to.
I said I'm fine. Just give me a minute.
Do you hear that? It's music.
You go on. I just need to...
Okay, I won't be long. I won't be long, Mr. DeWitt.
Okay, so early part of Battleship Bay is just making sure that you loot everything to get your health and salts back up. It's very easy, there is tons of stuff to do. That's why Sugar Rush from the DLC is like a nice little bonus for here, because it makes everything a little quicker. It's more the money that I want more, it's the money that I want more than the food and things, because there's tons of food and health about, so you easily get that back.
You see a young girl, blue skirt? No?
No, but I'm without an escort if you're looking to pass the time.
Oof, you brazen hussy. Been frowned upon in those days. Right, okay, so get all this stuff. Loot everything. Yeah, and that Sugar Rush just makes everything a little quicker, which is cool. Takes less time to do that. Right. What else we got? Box phone there, that's extra. Soda counts as stacks as well, which is cool. So yeah. Sugar Rush is useful, but just speeds up this little bit.
I'm looking for a young girl.
Aren't we all? Get in line, Paul. Shout out to Bioshock 1, pistol there. Let's go. Another one of those things for sights here. Make sure that you get the wallet there. Get your salts filled back up and all this stuff. So yeah, plenty of things to pick up. Salts as well.
Everything's changed. Tell me that.
So you can drink the beers if you want, but again, no need. Let's get all this
Maybe
stuff.
you and I should go for a walk along the shore.
I'm not going on any walk with you.
Couple of wallets and things, make sure that you get those. Like I say, they're pretty much the things I'm most interested in. Getting the Silver Eagles or any of those pickups that you can get. Bit of pistol ammo there, randomly lying about on the beach as you do. Don't drink alcoholic drinks, no need.
Well, it's that or the shame
That's
on
a
your
beer.
Almost like the real world, huh?
Modern science.
That's what the Vox Populi do. Stir up.
Grab all this stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much everything, I think. Just have like a quick run around. Check I've not missed any money anywhere.
Mother is never going to approve.
And then we're going to grab Elizabeth and get on our merry way.
Miss Elizabeth.
Hello. Oh, this is wonderful. Well, come dance with me, Mr.
I
DeWitt.
don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What could be better than this?
How about Paris?
Yeah, how about Paris?
I don't
So,
understand. How could we
what
go?
I'll do
That airship's
when it
going.
gets to resetting for the gear,
Let's go.
I'll explain it for like one or two
Come on, let's go right now.
restarts, as it were, unless I get really lucky and get Blood to Salt quite early on, because there's a lot of potential gears that you can get. There are many gears in the game. So yeah, if it takes me a few resets, I'll just put it on fast forward, so because it's obviously extremely boring to watch back. That's the issue. So Regal's there, great. Grab all this stuff.
Jump!
I think that's pretty much everything.
Almost looks like a real ocean. set of elaborate pumps and
Right.
manufacturers. Mr.
This-
DeWitt, Comstock. I've read about him. So I can see the future.
Give a man a little power. He falls in love.
Yeah, doesn't he, Booker? Okie doke. Again, just try not to grab the alcohol, don't lose any salts. Do want to grab all the wallets and money and everything. Cigarettes, they'll reduce my health, and I think I'm already full for salts anyway, so I don't want to get those. And then we're just going to grab all this other stuff, so off we go.
Aren't we the wealthy types?
Right, cool, so got a good chunk of money there. Like I say, you would be able to afford
Did you no favors?
I'll
keep an eye out for something that might ease your pain.
Murder of Crows now. Great name for an upgrade as well. Such a clever little game. Cigarettes, don't need those. Again, everything full, so... Okay. Bird in the cage. Doesn't actually matter which you choose, which is
Mr. DeWitt,
a little bit of a shame.
come look at these.
Bird.
Or the cage.
Or perhaps the bird.
Nothing
Always the
beats
bird.
cage.
I don't know why.
These two again. How did...
Actually, we'll go for the cage this time, just because. C-A-G-E.
Look at these, they're amazing. Which one do you like more, this one or this?
I always
The
go for
bird
the bird, so let's go for the
one on the
cage.
left.
Are you
I
sure?
like the bird because it's like
sure.
sort of freedom, but you could argue that the bird symbolises songbird and the cage symbolises
expected the bird.
C-A-G-E, so
then I shan't do this again.
who knows. Uh-oh. Tower in smoking
You
ruins.
alright?
That was my home.
We should get out of here.
Let's go.
Right, what else? So look around here. Nope, nope, nope. Nothing interesting. So a little bit of help there again, and Sugar Rush. What else we got? So get all this stuff. That's soda in a wallet, so we want to grab that. And then grab this, and on we go.
Make sure you have a piece of photographic identification ready for presentation.
Nothing useful in that bin there. Weird how there's so much money in bins though. You really wouldn't think it.
Look at this one.
Damn
He's
thing's
suspicious if you ask me.
Shut up, pal.
You're a roguish type. What does it look like?
The roguish type.
Did you learn
Name
to
of the
pick?
achievement for lockpicking however many things. I think it's 30.
In spare time? You would be surprised what I know how to do.
Make sure I get those silver eagles. Always want to get those. Right, cool. Now, this is the bit that I was talking about. Really important. This is really important because you get the first time that she throws you salt.
I found those silver eagles. There's a vending device over there.
You can get this piece of here. So brittle skin, that's a really good piece of gear, but the one that I want is blood to salt. And you can see here you've got executioner, that's not bad as well. You've got the couple. So if you chose to throw the ball at the raffle, the second piece of gear will be there. Otherwise it'll be just the other side of the double doors. So you can do this either way. It's only going to save you seconds, adding up into a few minutes, I would think, all in all. But you might as well just catch it from her each time, because otherwise it's going to give you the stupid prompt over and over again. So you want to, well, I say you want to, I want to do this again and again and again until I get blood to salt. So it's just a matter of restarting checkpoint each time, and just restarting it, and then when you get blood to salt, then you can basically, when you get blood to salt, you can carry on, get to the next checkpoint, and have that for the rest of the game. And blood to salt was just absolutely brilliant. I actually didn't get blood to salt at all on my first playthrough. There are fewer pieces of gear available in the game than there are total pieces of gear, so it's possible to miss them. And I missed blood to salt and winter shield, I think, which is absolute bull. So I didn't realise gear was randomised. I just played it all the way through. So I got urgent care as the first piece of gear, and I thought that it was like fixed in place. And I never got Blood to Salt, and I never got Winter Shield. So my playthrough on normal was like very different than my playthrough on 1999 mode. In fact, Skyline Reloader, that's absolute garbage. So this is what I mean. We're just going to do a bunch of restarts until we get Blood to Salt, and because it's not particularly interesting to watch, I will just pause the commentary and fast forward this until I've got it, and then I'll be back with you.
Found me some labels. There's a vending device over there. Might be something.
Housekeeper acting?
That's probably a good idea.
Try asking the girl a few key questions.
Hey, mister. We'd like to help you.